I'm hesitant to even review this set given how incomplete this feels, but I don't have access to that second Jedi Defense set, and this is the first one after all, so you know, it's worth talking about I guess. But I do aspire to review a complete edition of this at some point, so I will make that the next channel goal. This is the LEGO Star Wars Jedi Defense 1 from 2002. This set was to be paired with Jedi Defense 2, which featured Qui Gon Jinn, some droids, and a door build, the only two sets based on Phantom Menace that were released that year. The overview for this set is follows, try to keep up. On offer here is an Obi Wan minifigure and 2 Droidekas. That's it. There's no hidden features, hell there's not even a play feature, just one figure and 2 brick-built enemies. LEGO would never release something like this today, but even today this is such a cool concept and a very useful set as well, so I kinda wish they would reconsider something like this. I believe this retailed for around $6, maybe $7 back in the day, but today it's closer to around 50 USD, which is tragically what I ended up paying for this, I think, but I really wanted that older style Obi Wan for my little display. So here's the Obi Wan minifigure. I chased this guy for years. When I finally bought the Naboo Swamp set, I told myself that I was very satisfied with that being my one true retro Star Wars set. There was no need to go out and buy more. And then I realized I had most of the key players of the Phantom Menace, and I was pretty surprised to see that this was the easiest way to get this figure. He only came in the Gungan sub from 1999, and in that piece he included a hood. I'm not too sure about hair. He features some really cool details. His torso is the exact same as Qui Gon Jinn's of the same era, except for the Padawan braid which is on his right shoulder. I've seen people trying to sell this figure without that braid plenty of times because it can be pretty hard to notice I guess if you don't realize it, so be warned if you ever try to buy this figure. Hair swaps, face swaps, chest swaps, you name it, Obi Wan seems to be a pretty hard figure to distinguish. These are the Droidekas, or the Destroyer droids. The main reason that I wanted to highlight this set is because these guys have been remade plenty of times throughout these years and re-released through many of those sets, but not as many recently though. The design here is the best design that LEGO has ever done, I fully believe this. Tragically they've never been able to top this, so I had to get my hands on these older traditional ones somehow, and now I've got 2 of them. They feature a clear brick at the bottom here which is used as a base to stand on it. It also gives that illusion that they're standing on these skinny dinky little legs, which they cannot. Maybe, I don't know. They have the Western revolvers, but 2 of them with the binocular piece attached so that it looks like a large gun, and I love that. I love it when regular LEGO weapons are used in Star Wars as like a foreign object. That design just feels very iconic to me. Their head is the weirdest part, I think. I like the shaping that's involved and the levers that are used as eyes, but it's missing that chunk that goes over its head that kind of looks like a hood shape. So I do think that the future builds nail that part across, but the rest of this is way better than the modern designs for me. Easy. It's built on hinges so that it can somewhat rotate into a ball and roll around a little. The piece used at the bottom of the base helps to kind of keep this up. You can always remove that part if you want and actually roll it around like a BB unit or a Droideka, I guess. No box, seller didn't offer it. Instructions are here though, they have never looked better. One of the shortest instructions that I've ever had to read through with a set, but some very cool advertisements on the back. Not only do we see an ad for Jedi Defense 1 and 2 combined together, we also have a combination duo of the final duel 1 and 2. If we're being perfectly clear, they are much better sets. There's also an ad for the Twin Pod Cloud Car and the Ewok Attack. That set looks great, even by today's standards honestly. That's all I have to say about Jedi Defense 1. It'd be a lot better of a review if I had Jedi Defense 2 to go with, but at least I have a Qui Gon outside of this, and I do have some droids that can be paired with it. If you enjoyed this retro Star Wars review, liking and subscribing helps to support the channel. Stick around for a couple more retro LEGO Star Wars reviews, and as always, take care.